E3 is already up on us, and we at DFG can barely contain our excitement to see what announcements come out of the big three console developers. Whether or not via an official press conference or a live stream, we expect some huge moments from Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony this year. Will the Nintendo NX show up? How about the PS4K? Will Microsoft finally have a release date on HoloLens? Here's our short list of predictions for each. Microsoft. Windows 10. Microsoft has been trying to merge Windows 10 and all things Xbox for a while now, and we bet we only see more of this. Microsoft would stand to gain a huge influx of new players in the gaming community if it could figure out a way to bridge that gap between console and PC players. Oculus support. Microsoft is currently not even a blimp on the new VR landscape, which with the current state of things in both shipping and price for early virtual reality adopters, Sony seems pretty well positioned to grab quite a footprint in the virtual reality market. While it may be true you can watch your movies and games from your Xbox in a large format via theater mode on Oculus, this is hardly a true step towards VR. Though the current Xbox would have a hard time running any type of VR headset, Microsoft has already established business ties with the Facebook-owned giant Oculus Rift, and each and every Rift ships with an Xbox One controller packed right in. Could we be in store for an Oculus-Microsoft partnership? With its emphasis on Windows 10, already established relationship with Oculus, and admittedly falling behind in the console war, these two giants teamed up, it could bring an affordable VR to the masses. It could change everything. Also, wouldn't Kinect be a great at scanning the room for room scale VR? Of course, that would require Xbox 1.5 or Project Scorpio. News has been circling for a while now that Microsoft is currently working on a new console that could not only be more powerful, but potentially enough of a workhorse that it could very well run VR. While Microsoft announced this system at this year's E3, we predict if there's an Oculus partnership announced, this will certainly be on the docket. Halo 6. This one is a gimme. With Gears of War already on the horizon, then it only makes sense to give the fans what they really want. The Halo fanbase is well established and has been eagerly chomping at the bit for a true sequel to Microsoft's beloved franchise. HoloLens release date. Okay, this one may still be a ways off, but it's about time we get a real date on the upcoming augmented reality headset, right? After being shown off several times now and running a version of the newly acquired Microsoft Minecraft, we expect a 2017 release attached to whatever new games or demos are announced with this headset. Nintendo. Zelda. Okay, this isn't so much of a prediction due to the fact Nintendo has been very open about them showcasing the new Zelda as much as possible at E3 this year, but there are a few things that could shake the crowd up. Zelda releasing on the new NX, Nintendo's new console, would almost certainly assure that this console, whatever it may be, flies off the shelves day one. Also, considering that none of us really know what the new console is, it could even be capable of VR. Could we be swinging our swords as Link through a virtual 3D Hyrule very soon? Nintendo NX, the new console. Nintendo has kept its lips sealed over exactly what to expect of their new console, and the few leaks that were reported were proven fake, so it's really hard to say what the NX is. Not to rule out a VR-capable system, but Nintendo does have a tradition of keeping prices pretty reasonable while targeting the family fun crowd. Though, with the Wii technology being a runaway hit, it also wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. The NX could also go the other route and be very mobile focused. We all use our smartphones every day, and not only is there a huge market for mobile devices, but the Big N has dominated the mobile game market up until the release of smartphones. Could this new console be a blend of Wii U and a mobile controller you can take with you? We can't wait to find out exactly what is in store for the next generation of Miyamoto games. Metroid. Where have you been, dear Samus? It's been a long time since we've taken control of the space bounty hunter and rid the universe of the likes of Mother Brain. Could we see a resurgence of the famous genre-defying 2D Metroid that hooked its claws back into all of us in the day? Or will we have a new cutting-edge 3D graphical Samus kicking alien butt? Pokemon Go. Nintendo has partnered with the mobile game giant Niantic, who developed the now well-established mobile GPS game Ingress for Google. To develop A GPS-based Pokemon where you gotta catch 'em all experience on smartphones would be quite amazing. With features like catching water Pokemon near rivers or other bodies of water and a day and night cycle, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nintendo rolling out the big red carpet intro for this game. Having a Pokeball in everyone's pocket is a great way to grab a part of that mobile market share and start establishing even more of a brand presence on smart devices. Sony. PlayStation 4K or Neo. With the new powerful PlayStation 4K leak being old news at this point, we really expect an announcement. Though Andrew House has already said that the beefed up system will not be an appearance at E3 this year, this could be an elaborate ruse. Or it could be true that the system will not be there physically. We at DFG would all be pretty shocked to not hear a word from Sony about the upcoming system. Heavy focus on living room VR. Sony is well poised to take a big chunk out of the VR market. PSVR is on the horizon and for this holiday season. With its affordability and already having some 40 million PS4s out in the wild, that's really all you need to run the VR headset. This ability to keep people in the living room engaged, on screen, and playing with someone in the headset, PSVR has many unique advantages and appeal for a much larger market than those currently with powerful VR-capable PCs and expensive first-gen VR headsets. We expect to hear a lot of VR living room from Sony at this press conference. No Man's Sky VR. We at DFG predicted this way back and we're sticking to our guns on this one. The upcoming open world space exploration sim is a perfect fit for virtual reality and could be the VR exclusive that moves those $400 to $600 headsets from Sony. Killer VR app? We will have to wait and see. Well-established franchises on VR. What would make PSVR a must-have if you're a PlayStation fan? How about some of your old friends in that 3D space? With the big push on VR, we wouldn't be surprised to see the likes of Sly Cooper, Fat Princess, or maybe even Crash Bandicoot in a complete VR form. God of War 4. If the rumors hold true, then we can expect a completely new hero, storyline, and setting for this classic franchise. While departure would be a risky move for Sony, it can also breathe new life into the franchise, and let's be honest, we are all very well traversed in the story of Kratos. Hideo Kojima. Will the mastermind behind the Metal Gear Solid series make an appearance? After leaving Konami and starting his own studio, it was announced that he would partner directly with Sony for his next project. Though still very early in development, we wouldn't doubt at least a small teaser from the upcoming game to be shown. Indie love continues. It's no secret that Sony has taken up such a fondness for the local indie scene, and we have all benefited greatly from that love. We expect to see this trend continue with lots more indies on the PlayStation 4, and the relation even extended into the new VR landscape. True VR gloves. Okay, this one is a long shot. A very long shot. But let's put it in here just in case. Earlier this year, We Digital Forecast Gaming reported that Sony had filed a patent for actual gloves for VR to the likes of sci-fi thrillers such as Minority Report, bringing all of our VR dreams come to life. Could Sony show an early prototype at this year's E3? Or is it simply too early? Plus, we already know that the track record for displaying new tech on the stage at E3, any press conference, it isn't the greatest. Guess we'll have to wait and see. And there we have it. Digital Forecast Gaming's list of what we expect to get out of this year's E3. If there's anything you think we missed, please add it in the comments below, and make sure you stay tuned this week to digitalforecastgaming.com and here on YouTube for all the announcements coming out of 3. Hit that like button if you like what you see, or throw us a subscription. Thanks for watching.